like Clark, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now, today's video, I'm sure all of you guys know that it is the New Year's now. It's 2020. If you don't know, don't really know what you've been doing. But yeah, it's 2020 now. So basically, a huge year for Fortnite in 2019. And I'm super excited to see where we're going to be in 2020 with tournaments, top players, and even my own channel. It'd be super curious to see what it's going to look like at the end of 2020. Hopefully, we hit that 100K mark by then. But hey, we never know. But basically, right now, I'd say one of the biggest things in Fortnite going on is how overpowered or just how much people talk about controller players right now. So since you guys seem to love the video so much of me basically listing my top 10 favorite controller players or top 10 best controller players in my opinion right now, I decided to make a 2020 version of who I think is going to be the top 10 best 2020 controller players. Again, if you don't agree with this list, let me know down in the comments. If you do agree or you think I should have added someone or not added someone, make sure you leave it in the comments and let's get right into the video. So coming in at our number 10 spot, we have Ghost Assault. Now, he is one of the OG W key gods. Like him and another player who is also on this list, who I'm sure you guys probably know, were probably and still are one of the best W keyers in the world. They were known for dropping 30, 40 kill games even sometimes, which is just absolutely incredible. I don't know about you guys, but I've personally never dropped a 30 kill game, and if you have, that is extremely impressive. But yeah, these guys are just absolutely gods, especially Assault. He has around $16,000 to $17,000 worth of earnings, which is still really good. Obviously, that's like more than most of you guys have earned through Fortnite or myself or anything like that. So yeah, super impressive. Definitely a really good player. Coming in at our number 9 spot, we have the player who I was talking about before, Ghost Assault DualPartner. I think they might have split up. I'm not completely sure, but I'm still pretty sure they're together. Let me know if you guys know. But he is an absolute god. He's probably the best W keyer of all time, in my opinion. He literally dropped 40 bombs so much. Like, if you watch his old videos from, like, season 6, 7, 8, or 9, he literally had 40 bombs, 30 bombs every single day. No, like, not even trying, and he just dropped 30, 40 kills. He still gets 20 bombs, and I'm pretty sure he's still got a couple high 20 kill games even in season 11, where even though with no mobility or anything like that, it is extremely hard to find people, he still finds a way to do it. But he has around $18,000 worth of earnings, so again, a nice little pretty penny, and he is definitely one of the best controller players of all time, and including this season. Coming in at our number 8 spot, we have a super underrated and unknown kind of player, and it is Scoped. Now, if you guys don't know who he is basically Tfu's new duo partner, or he is going to be his new duo partner, something like that. He only has $7,000 worth of earnings, which again is still super impressive, but to compare to a lot of pros isn't that much. But I definitely see him doing extremely good things in 2020 because he's got some clout from Tfu, and just people are starting to realize how good this man actually is in Fortnite. And trust me, it is well deserved because he is an absolute animal at everything. Coming in at number 7, we have probably one of the most consistent OG controller players in the world, Ghost Camel, or Ghost Camel, however you want to pronounce it. Recently, I mean, he hasn't been doing absolutely unbelievable. He's still obviously been placing really well, but not absolutely like crazy or anything like that. But he still has over $180,000 earned through Fortnite, and like I said, he was probably one of the best players back in the day. He still is very good, and I definitely am going to see him, or definitely could see him picking up and becoming one of the best controller players, or even top 3 best controller players this year as well, because he's just so naturally gifted and so good overall at the game. And obviously he has extreme confidence and knows exactly what to do to place in the money. That is how he has over $180,000 earned. But yeah, he is absolutely unreal. If you guys don't know who Ghost Camel is, I'm very disappointed in you, because he is one of the OG controller players. Coming in at number 6, I have a fellow West player, WavyJacob, and he is probably one of the top 5-ish players in West for consistency. He is absolutely unbelievable. In literally every single cash cup or tournament, I always see him at the very top. He's extremely consistent. He's earned himself over around $32,000 just from being that consistent, and he is extremely good. One of the smartest players I think I've ever seen in Fortnite, in my opinion, whether it's keyboard and mouse or controller. Just overall extremely smart player, and he definitely is one of the best controller players in the world. And you guys, honestly, like, he is just insane. Especially I watched him quite a bit just because I really like learning from people who play on my own servers, West, and I just watched some of his gameplay, and he is absolutely unbelievable. Sometimes you can't even tell he's on controller besides of his L2, just because how smart he moves, as well as how nice his building and editing is. Coming in at number 5, we have WavyJacob's dual partner, Thomas. Now, yes, you heard that right. They are duo partners, so they are absolutely unbelievable, especially because they both have L2 and mines and building and editing comparable to the top keyboard and mouse players in the world. So yes, they definitely do very well, whether it's in tournaments, just pubs, arenas, customs. Them together is an absolutely god tier duo. And Thomas himself is actually a very good solo player as well. Like I said, the reason he's a little bit higher on this list, I argue he's a little bit better than Jacob and also a little bit smarter. That is why he is the IGL in the group. Again, this is just my opinion. But yeah, he's earned himself over around $30,000 in Fortnite, which is super impressive. And I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge, he's still in high school as well. So super impressive to earn over $30,000 while still in high school. Like, I can't even imagine that. So yeah, Thomas, one of the best players in the world for sure for controller, or even just any kind of, I guess, input you can say. Coming in at number 4, we have CRR. Now, honestly, there's not really a lot to talk about because he doesn't have that much earnings. He only has $17,000, which obviously is extremely good and still super impressive. But honestly, in my opinion, it's been super recent, and this is right now he's just starting to pop off, in my opinion, and a lot of people are starting to talk about him. Obviously, he was always a really good player, but right now, I think 2020, he's going to pop off even more so than he has in 2019. He's going to grow on social medias, do well in tournaments, and just absolutely tear it up. And yeah, I definitely recommend watching him and trying to learn from him, because CRR is one of the best players in Europe, even though he is on controller. If you guys don't know, controller is literally just as good, if not better, than keyboard and mouse at this moment right now, because aim assist is so strong. But yeah, CRR definitely one of the best controller players in the world. Coming in at our number 3 spot, yes, we are in the top 3 right now, is Atlantis Letshe. Now, a good amount of you guys probably know who he is. He did really well, coming 32nd in the Fortnite Solo World Cup, which is extremely impressive out of the top 100 players in the world. And this was back when even then controller players were still not regarded as OP as they are now. But yeah, he definitely did really well coming in at 32nd. Yes, he only did earn $50,000 from it, but still super impressive. Overall, he's earned just around $60,000, but definitely, like I said, with all these players on this list, I could see him having a huge year in 2020. He is continuously improving, continuously getting better, as well as older and maturing a little bit. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how he does in the 2020 year, as well as season 12, 13, etc. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the highest controller player earnings in the world and one of the highest Fortnite player earnings in the world, Wolfie's. He's earned over $1,150,000 playing Fortnite on a $50 controller, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. Like, that is absolutely insane. He is one of the best players in the world, and obviously it shows with his prize earnings. They actually did end up, well, him and his dual partner actually did end up coming 2nd in the World Cup for duos, which gave them around a good majority of his prize pools. I think it was a 1,125,000, I'm pretty sure, for earnings, but he's also still won and done very well in some online tournaments and other lands. So yeah, definitely curious to see if he can do it as well basically in this 2020 World Cup, because he definitely did very well in the 2019. I'm curious to see if they can hold the top 3 place this year as well. Now coming in at our number 1 spot, I have to give it to KNG Unknown. Arguably, he is the best player in the world right now, as well as the most dominant player in the world for keyboard and mouse or controller, and he is the reason so many people are currently complaining about controller, because he is absolutely insane. He's been placing number 1 or top 5 in these cash cups almost every single time, as well as doing really well in the duos, and I'm pretty sure he even won the squads FNCS to my knowledge, but again, don't double check with me. And he has earned over $100,000 playing Fortnite, and most of it has been recently, which is absolutely insane. And I just can't really say too much about that. Like, he is an absolute god. He did make the World Cup for solos, which was around $50,000 as well. But yeah, he is absolutely filthy. One of the best and most consistent players right now, as well as not only on controller, but he also finished, I think, 5th playing on keyboard and mouse, which even most keyboard and mouse full-time players can't even say they've accomplished. So absolutely insane and super impressive. But yeah, that's basically it for today's list. If you agreed with this list, let me know down in the comments. If you don't, let me know who I could have added or who I shouldn't have had on here. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace.